Also, please use your makeup right, because if you don't, you're gonna run out, and nobody has time to be spending $50 on things you could have had for another month. Hello, all. Come travel with me.
Well, no, duh. Oh my God. Oh goodness, there's a granny behind us. I think she's watching us.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we're taking a trip to Ulta so that way you guys can figure out what kind of makeup works for you. We'll tell you what works for us, and I'll point out some things that, you know, might get you to your daily routine. I can't speak English. Might get you to your daily routine.
So I'm a beginner, so she's gonna show us like beginner things, at least things that beginners should do.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
For us two, with you in the middle.
Go. That's a tell to be ladies. First thing you should know about makeup is always wash your face before you use it. No matter if you have face cleansers, masks, scrubs, acne wash, always wash your face because you want to get all those oils, all the dirt out of your pores. You never want to put makeup on a dirty face because it clogs your pores and causes sweating, and it's going to cause your makeup not to look as set and as finished as it would like on a movie star. It's going to look very blotchy, very powdery. You're going to see your crevices, and if you have a mustache like I do, it won't cover it up.
For like beginners, what's the first thing that they should get?
For makeup wise,
Yeah.
concealer. So
Okay.
Fit Me, these are all the Fit Me products. I love Fit Me. I love Fenty Beauty too, so when I go to Sephora I'll show you that. But in Ulta, what I use is Fit Me. So Fit Me has literally every different kind of tone you can think of. It goes from regular to matte finish, and a matte finish is when your face has that glossy look, but it has, you know, that very nice smooth finish. So the first thing I would get is a concealer. Fit Me concealer. For your under eyes, this is good for your like covering up mustaches, blotches, blemishes, pimples, anything like that. What I like about Fit Me is they have concealer that goes with your foundation, so that way you're never using a color that's too dark or too light. Because I have multicolored skin tones and I have a red and orange undertones, I use 2 different kinds of foundations, so we're gonna remove that later. So these are our foundations. So after you want your concealer, you always want to set foundation. Everybody's gonna want foundation that they use all the time. Mind you, remember your skin changes from the summer to the winter, so you're gonna need a foundation that's lighter for the winter and a foundation that's darker for the summer. So after you have your foundation, you have concealer, you always want to get a setting powder. What your setting powder does is it blends it all in and it helps your face to get that smooth look and that finished look. So Fit Me also has setting powders. They're right down here. As you can see, they have a whole line of foundations, concealers, setting powders, and they actually just came out with the new Fit Me blending. So I also have this finishing powder. If you want to bake, ladies, baking is very important. If you want that, you know, glowing look under your eyes, you want to look fresh and young every day. So they also have powders for that. They literally have a whole collection for everything you can use, from your concealers, foundations, finishing powders, bronzers, everything. So this will be all you need. They also have contouring sticks, very important. You can also use this as a foundation, but for girls with who like the contouring sticks from like Fenty Beauty and things like that, you can take it, put it on your cheeks, put it around your T-zone, your 3, and it fills it in perfectly. And all you gotta do is put it in. If you are a beginner and you want to start with something simple, I would say get a whole Fit Me collection, because then not only do they have from concealer sticks to powders, but they also have blushes. Now, the reason why you want to get a full kit from one person is because a lot of times they go with each other. So this concealer can go with this foundation, that goes with this finishing powder, that goes with this blush, and it's a look that's going to make you look very finished, very complete, very smooth, and very movie star-esque. I'm just gonna lay that on top. For any other look, of course, you know every girl's gonna want to use some mascara, you know, brighten up the eyes and things like that. For me, I wear lashes, but if you also just want to use your natural, it's actually one of my favorites. Pump Up Colossal by Maybelline. It's really, really good. It doesn't make you look all clumpy, it lasts all day, and it's waterproof. You always want waterproof mascara because, you know, if you cry, rain, you don't want to be dripping, girl. You don't want to be dripping. Oh, and then we can go to some setting sprays. So what a setting spray is that after you put all your makeup on, this is going to help you not shine so much. It's going to take all the oil out, and it's going to help your makeup last longer. Things are still around, so I'm looking for half the stuff. Alright, so we'll come back to the setting spray. Something that's very, very important that I did for this mission is, of course, how you're going to put our makeup on, our brushes. So, depending on what kind of brush girl you are, I love these round brushes. Also, for certain things, I also love the typical puff brush. As a female, I think it's very, 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 very important. Beauty blenders, girls. Beauty blenders. This is how I use my beauty blender. If I have my foundation brush, I lay the foundation on with my brush and I blend it in with my sponge. This is very important because it helps it be smooth, it helps it lay out right, and it doesn't give you that streaky look, so if someone comes up close to you, they won't be able to tell that you have makeup on. So beauty blenders are very important. I say get you a bucket of them. You can wash them, but a lot of times you don't want to overly wash it because you get all that soap and all the residue sucked inside the sponge. Remember, it is a sponge and it absorbs a lot of things, and a lot of stuff it does not give back out. So that's why you always, if you start off with an orange brush and it turns brown, you gotta wash it, girl. You gotta wash it. Brushes, very, very important. Make sure your brushes are always clean. Make sure you know which brush you're using. You never want to really use the same brush for all your makeup. You can, but that causes for more cleaning, more clogs, and more bacteria to build up in your brushes, and we don't want that. Also, if your brushes aren't clean, your makeup won't lay right. Just letting you know. Then, for ladies who don't want to use mascara, we have our lashes. Lashes, ladies, lashes. I love me some lashes. Good lashes. Wispy look. I love the wispy look. It's my favorite. It's more natural. And then we also have individual looks for the ladies who want to try this at home. They look more natural, but at the same time they do last a little bit longer. But you got to know how to do them. So do not use these if you are not a professional.
Agreed.
I'm sorry, I'm walking around. They changed everything, so I don't know what it is.
That's fine.
It's like a cucumber spray.
Great. How are you?
Cucumber spray. Like, what the heck?
Green tea. The best thing in the whole wide world.
Highlight. Let's go. Highlight.
For beginners too?
Yeah, highlight. You can use highlight on a natural face. Highlight is the makeup without makeup. So you can use it anytime, anywhere, and it will still look like you have liquid makeup on even if you don't.
That looks weird.
So, highlight. These are the best highlights you can possibly get. They come in really, really cute small containers with a little mirror on top and a brush. And what you do, you will just dump it out, dip it in, rub on your cheeks, on your nose, T-zone. I think highlight is very important because it brightens up your look. And like I said before, it's like the makeup without makeup. So if you're going out and you don't want to do a full look but you still want to glow, you can take a little bit of the highlight and put it on your nose, on the bridge of your nose, underneath your eyebrows, and on your cheeks. Very important. You can also do it without any makeup on either, just if you want that natural glow. If you just naturally don't have it. These are a little bit more of the expensive highlights, but this is something if you really, really want that dramatic kind of look, it will last you a long time. This is for the girls who use that highlight as a blush, which means if you ever see on videos, their cheeks are really shiny and shimmery, this is what they're using. I love this. A lot of times girls buy these for the containers. I think the containers are super cute, but not for $30. The thing I forgot to mention is lips. So what I do before I put on any kind of makeup.
Oh my goodness, Kylie.
I think it looks like her lip kit here. Let's go look. Alright ladies, so when you want to start your lips, I say always use a lip scrub before you actually put your lips on. It helps for good application. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh wait, no. Oh, hold on. Oh wait, no. This is the maker of it. You always want to use a lip scrub. It helps for better application, and we all just want smooth lips, right? Nobody wants to put lipstick on chapped lips, and if you do, you're bugging. So, you always want to start off with a lip scrub. These are one of my favorite lip scrubs, Fizz and Bubble. This is Mint Mojito. Basically, you take a little dab, you rub it in on your lips, rub it in for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then wash off with warm water. Then you want to apply your lipstick. This helps get all the crusties off, the dry skin, the darkness in your lips. And if you do that as a daily routine, morning and night, trust me, it's going to bring the pink back to your lips. Bronzer, my absolute favorite kind of bronzer, Brown Booster Physicians Formula. This is for the ladies who, me personally, I have dermatitis, so this works well with dry skin. It works well with flaky skin, and it works well with evening out your skin tone. So good. It makes you get that freshly tanned look, even no matter if you're light skin or very, very melanated. It's gonna work for you. There is basically another form of cover up, and it's also a glow booster. So it's like finishing powder and highlight in one. What you can do is you can put it over your foundation to give your skin that shimmery glow, or you can just put it on your cheeks or underneath your eyes to also help with the brightness, help with your bags, and help with just, like I said, that overall glowy, fresh tanned kind of, you know, sun-kissed look, to be honest. That's what I like to call it, my sun-kissed look. So this is my favorite bronzer. It's very, very expensive, but it's my favorite bronzer, and it's so worth it. It'll last you years if you know how to use it right. So also, please use your makeup right, because if you don't, you're gonna run out, and nobody has time to be spending $50 on things you could have had for another month. I did concealer, we did foundation, we did lips. I mean, lips I can also talk about. I would go for a natural look. Always go with the glosses. Glosses will never steer you wrong, especially with clear gloss.
That's my favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Clear gloss will make you look like you have makeup on, even though you don't.
I'm not picking that up.
So even though you want to go for a natural beginner look, eyeshadow, you don't want to get too big into it, because eyeshadow is not really a beginner look, but you can start off with some nudes and neutrals to help you kind of pop your eyelashes. This is my absolute favorite. I have this at home right now. So what this is, I'll show you the colors. So this has a bunch of nudes. You know, you have your browns, and this looks good on all skin tones, dark, light, and different. This was gonna work for you. These are very simple colors. If you want to mix and match, I mix and match myself. But if you just want to go with like a simple apartment hobby, I love the names of them. They have different names. So I'm feeling in a prayer mood, I'll put on the prayer look. The corduroy mood, you know, for a little pop, I'll put that on. Family, you know, just different types of eyeshadow looks. Also, you do have the mini version of this. And what these are more of the nude colors. So if you just want to keep things neutral, usually for a beginner look, you just want to do one base of one color. If you're trying to do like an intermediate, you can go ahead and layer on some add on a different color on your top of your creases or under your eyebrow. Or if you're an expert, you can go ahead and put on that concealer on your eye and on as many colors as you want. If you are feeling a little sassafras, they do have the mini palettes with all different colors. I don't recommend it for beginners, only because if you don't know how to apply, it can get a little clownish, and we don't want to walk around looking like dragged if we're not one. I'm trying to think. If I can find that sentence where I'll be on look.
Is it on support?
Yeah. Now, what you want to do with your setting spray, this is what you spray on your face before and after you put on your makeup. Before, so that way your makeup goes on very, very smoothly, and that way it lasts long, and after for the same effect. So that way your makeup is smooth, it lasts long, and your face smells really good. Plus, it also works as a moisturizer, so you can use this even without your makeup. You can use it after you wash your face, put it on there, get some glow, take care of your skin. It helps with acne, and it's an all-natural formula. If you guys ever want to read the back of it, look it up. This has aloe, chamomile, and lavender. I usually get the aloe, chamomile, and cucumber one, but you can get a lavender one as well. So this works very, very well. What I also do with this, what most people don't know, this is a trick of the trade, don't tell nobody. I will take this and put it on my beauty blender, the little sponge that I showed you earlier. Put it on your beauty blender, then apply your makeup. What that does is it smoothes out your makeup so much that when you go to put on another layer, whether it be finishing powder, whether it's your bronzer, or whether it's just another coat of foundation or concealer, it's going to go on smooth, and it's going to blend in super, super well. So I always put this on my actual brush before I put my foundation on, just to give me that extra boost.
The best thing in the whole wide world.
So we did lips, we did finishing powder, we did our foundation, we did concealer, we did eyelashes. What are we forgetting?
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Super important. Not that I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner look. What you can do is you can always fill in your eyebrows as a beginner, but I wouldn't shape them out if you don't know how, because you can get a halo effect around your eyebrows, or you can get that really big bulky effect and look like you're surprised all the time. We don't want that. Eyebrows. For me, sometimes I used to use a pencil, but now I just got into the dipping phase. So what this is an eyebrow shadow cream. This is like a cream. It comes in a very small bottle and you place it on your eyebrows. You take a small brush. Sometimes they come with a brush, sometimes they don't. So they're gonna come with a brush like this. Okay, with a very sleek and pointed. So all you do is dip it in there, shape your eyebrows, and if you're a beginner, you just want to shape them. You don't want to highlight them. You don't want to fully fill them in. They're gonna look very, very dark. You want to get your color that comes in black, brown, or even brighter colors. You just fill it in very, very slightly with the top of this, and then you brush it out with the other end of the brush. These brushes are very, very useful because they're 2-in-1. And people call these spoolies. So you want to take your spoolies. Sometimes you can do this before you even fill in your eyebrows. Spoolie it up, straighten it out a little bit, and then begin to fill. Or if you're not really into that, this used to be my favorite eyebrow brush. So what you do is come with the brush right at the end. You take it out and you brush up in your eyebrows, and then it comes with the pencil at the other end. You pull it up like this. And you fill in your eyebrows as so, and then you can take it and continue to shape your eyebrows. Now what you can do to actually highlight your brows, you can use the concealer I showed you earlier and go under. You always want to apply the concealer than your skin tone underneath your eyebrows, and then use the concealer that's close to your skin tone above your eyebrows. If you don't, like I said, you're going to get that halo effect where it looks like your eyebrows are brightened and like there's a light coming behind them, and then your face is a whole different color. But we don't want that. Sometimes it looks good, but if you don't know how to finesse it, it's not going to look good, so I don't recommend it. Yeah, so...
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed Cash Money C showing you guys beginners one-on-one. So in our next video, she's gonna show you guys step by step for beginners if you guys want to do the natural look on me. But I first have to see what I have at my house to make sure I have it all, and then we're gonna follow her directions like she says, and let's see how this makeup muff journey goes.
Let's go put on makeup, guys.
Alright, so we're in Ulta. We didn't buy anything, we just came to videotape. Alright, bye.
So that's basically it. Have fun, roam free, and welcome to Ulta.